what they do. I am Josh Jones ESQ here with my boy Ali LaFlare coming live from where you at?
Man, I'm walking around, bro, but I'm in Long Beach.
LBC on a mission trying to find Mister. Let's go. RIP Nate Dogg, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, man. RIP to the dog.
I want to say welcome to everybody that is tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's live or on the replay, let us know which way you watching live or on the replay. Let us, let us know where you're watching from too. You know I'm coming live from the 305 Miami-Dade County all the time. That's where
All
I'm
the
at
time.
right now.
All the time.
So let us know. Let us know about you. Where
True,
you at?
true.
Where you at?
Factory. Let me sit the fuck down. Get
You know
into
what
it.
I'm saying? We had a lot of people last week. We had like 90 people live with us last week on X, man.
Hey,
Appreciate
yo.
all the people on X.
Yo, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah. Let us know where you watching from. So we got a
Y'all
lot,
said I
man.
mean?
Doug, hey, Doug. Obviously they not in court, but it's a lot to talk about with Doug this week, man. We had a witness that was high as hell on the stand, shouty.
Hey, man. Nothing surprises me in the A.
Attorney was about to squabble. Got a
Nothing,
lot, man. Let us know where y'all at.
nothing surprises me in the A.
Can't never be surprised, bro. So yeah, man. Let's do this, man. So I know already, but let us know if you team iPhone or team Android, man. Let us
You
know.
about to start a
Let us
civil
know.
war.
Let us know in the chat, man.
Why?
Come on, man.
What's the beef?
I'm team iFeezy to the
I,
to the
I
to the
mean,
DZ.
but what's the beef though? Like, why are we making people choose?
So that's why we here, man. So the Department of Justice is bringing an antitrust lawsuit against Apple for saying that their products have a stronghold on the industry.
Yo, man. First off, number one, get weak of these dumbass androids that we won't have no problems. That's the thing. Like, if y'all have a superior product, it wouldn't even be no beef. It would be solid competition.
Hey, drop a one in the chat if you the one messing up the group chat, man. Hopefully we don't get no ones, man. I hate when you
Yeah,
get that
I
one.
hate the green messages that pop up, the unfacetimable people. Yo, man, y'all need to, yeah, you know what
Yeah.
you need to do.
So without getting too deep into antitrust law is something that exists to kind of make it so that the marketplace stays competitive and fair, so that companies can't get together and create monopolies and do things that are going to make it hard for people to have, fair pricing. Two competitors can't get together and set their prices together. Like the market has to just be the market. It has to set
Right.
itself. So um, I'm gonna read what they said because it's a lot. But DOJ is saying that iPhone, Apple Watch, and other apps created a moat that's unfairly shutting out rival companies and their own customers. So, in addition to their products, they're saying that these
And they
products
own
work.
customers?
Yeah, because so let me try to read a little bit more, and maybe it'll make a little bit more sense. So they say that in addition to their products, which they are alleging are created to work only within Apple's system, so like all the products work seamlessly together. And
Correct.
it makes like if you once you get in, like if you got an iPhone, you get the iPad because you're gonna be able to sync it up and all of that stuff, right? So
Right.
Apple has gone out of its way to shut down apps and programs that people have made to make it easier for people to like sync with non-iPhone, non-Apple products. So it's one thing to be like, we want our stuff to work together, but it's another
Right.
thing to be like, we're not going to even allow you to create something that's gonna work if it's not iOS, if it's not Mac OS, if it's not an iPhone, if it's not an iPad, like your stuff has to
Right.
be exclusive to us. So that's why they're saying they're in violation of federal law.
Now the exclusivity thing I can understand just from having a business degree. I do agree with that, and a business degree from the illustrious Clark Atlanta University, um,
Yeah,
where they taught us a multitude of pertinent
yeah,
things that are in this regard. Now, that is very viable. If they're trying to exclude people from other platforms, or making sure that something is exclusive for their platform, I could see that validity in the lawsuit. But
Yeah.
I mean, when you the top dog, you ain't gotta really, you know what I'm saying, bark at the little one.
Well, we'll see. So, I mean, this is gonna take some time, but you see this from time to time. Like you'll see, like at one point, I think Sprint and Verizon wanted to merge together, but they were like, "Nah, y'all'll be too big." But then when T-Mobile and Sprint wanted to merge together, it was cool. So it's like
And you
it
know what?
all depends on
That
the market.
wait. And which is crazy because T-Mobile and Sprint aren't even together now.
No, they are.
T-Mobile and Sprint are to wait. Oh no,
Yes.
T-Mobile and Sprint. I'm thinking Verizon. Right. You
Yeah,
said
yeah,
Verizon.
exactly. So they blocked
Right.
Verizon from merging with Sprint, but they allowed T-Mobile and
That's
Metro
crazy.
PCS and stuff. So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
so
Yeah, but I mean, they allowed Sprint to merge with Nextel at the same time. So like, I mean, and when that
well,
happened, Nextel was a conglomerate. They were huge,
I don't know. I guess not huge enough. So that's kind of how it works. So like if right now, if Apple and Samsung, which would never happen, wanted to join
which would
together, like
never happen.
they probably will block it. So you can't
They
have
definitely would
have
block
too
it.
many big dogs at the table because it makes it harder for everybody else, and it makes it easier for the customers to
So
be taken advantage of from the price point.
my question is, who did Google merge with
Google, Google. I mean, Google has bought
for
a
their
lot of
phone
companies.
service?
So Google has um, a voice over IP phone system, but Google phones, I think they're.
Are
I'm
they
not sure.
standalone?
I don't know. Anybody have a Google phone and want to tell us who they're with? I don't really know.
I don't know because at this point it seems like they would be the conglomerate that should be actually sought after for this lawsuit. There would be a monopoly lawsuit because they were
So,
already sought after. I mean, I know they would never let Google merge with Apple.
so that's a good question. So that's kind of the difference. So the thing about it is you got to think about it like this. The whole Android system is kind of like, I'm not going to say it's like an open source where anybody can come in and use it, but it's designed so that um, you could have a Samsung, you could have one of those off-brand, you know what I'm saying,
Oh
things,
my
and they
God,
all
you
use
called
the
them
software.
off-brand. This is crazy. Now that's why
Yeah,
they coming after us, Ja.
well, my
This is the
bad,
reason they
Kyocera.
coming
So
after us. Because we call
yeah,
them off-brands.
yeah. So just to letting us know that Google is on the T-Mobile network. So,
Oh,
but
okay. Thank you,
I don't know.
Jess.
I mean, they're not big enough. So at this point, they're not big enough, and they're not restrictive enough. So it's also
Hey,
about how restrictive it is as
hey,
well.
if Google tried to join with Apple today, that would be vetoed and blocked.
Yeah. Also, not gonna happen.
I'm 100% confident in that.
Hey, man. Thought I froze, huh?
Nah, I
So
seen
nah,
you
but
moving.
so so, so you know Michael Jackson kids, right? Stupid. So Michael Jackson got 3 kids. The youngest one is, I believe, Blanket.
That's fact.
So did you hear about when Sony bought half of the catalog for 600 mil?
Yes, and the Jacksons just sold the catalog. They just sold their catalog back to Sony for a beautiful, beautiful sum.
Yeah, this is recent. So Sony
Yeah,
so they sold it to Sony for about 600 million. So it's speculated that
yeah,
Blanket, who was one of the heirs to the fortune,
yes,
and Catherine Jackson, Michael Jackson's mom, who is the executor of the estate,
of the estate.
were trying to block that sale. All right, they were not successful.
Really?
Yeah, they were not successful. I mean, I don't know, 600 million is a lot, but you're talking
When
about
she
Michael Jackson.
knows, when she knows it's worth 2 billion, then she's gonna try to block the
Yeah,
600 million. Because
so it was
600
blocked.
mil is gonna go like that in that family.
Yeah, so exactly. So it was blocked by the court. The court allowed the sale to go through, and she is appealing it. However, Blanket is going to the court now and requesting that if she's going to appeal it, don't use the estate's money because that's my bread. You know what I'm saying? That's this other dude Prince, and then I don't know the girl. I don't know really.
Hey, that my daddy money.
Yeah, that's no, not as his money. That's our money.
Nah, I get it. That my money now. Yeah, that's there for
Yeah.
sure.
So don't spend our money. If you because he doesn't, because the reason that he's saying is that he's been informed that the appeal will not be successful. It's not going to most likely be successful. So he's
First
like,
off, how old is Blanket now?
probably 20 something. I mean, they're all adults now.
All right.
Crazy,
All
right?
right. It is wild because I remember him hanging off the balcony. He's a youngin'. It's crazy.
Yeah. Blanket Jackson is 22.
All right. Let's go, BJ.
Pause.
Pause.
So, so he's been told that they're not going to be successful. He's like, if grandma wanted to appeal it, let her use her money, which may or may not be unfair, considering she gets paid 7 figures a year to be the executor of the estate. So he's got an action in court against grandma. How you feel about that? I hate to see it personally.
Oh man! First off, Kanye said it best, man. Nobody wins when the family feuds. But you know, I don't. Okay, I applaud Blanket in this factor. Okay, you know what? You standing up for the siblings that don't have no foresight, right? Okay. But this your white side. This is when the white side comes out because everybody knows who's black, who's in our. Type it in the chat if you don't contest your grandma. Number one. Number two. Go ahead.
Type yes or no in the chat if you believe that these kids are Michael Jackson's biological kids.
Ooh, that's a whole different spiel. Now that is a different. That's a different wheelhouse. We'll get into that later. That's your white side number one coming out because everybody's black. No, you don't contest G-Ma. That's number one. Number two, I think the kid got some foresight with this one. I think he's not all the way wrong. I've never had 600 mil, so I would go ahead and rock with it. But I think he wants to see that number north of $1 billion because he's like, if this is my father's worth, then anything then less than $1 billion to $2 billion, anything less than billions with my father's name in it and that actual estate. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of see him being right, but I don't see this is the right way to handle it. Yeah, man, in that catalog, you got to realize this is the Beatles that's in that catalog. Not along with Michael Jackson's music and the Jackson 5.
I think this is specifically only Michael Jackson's music.
Are we sure?
But
because it said Michael Jackson's catalog, not the music. It said his catalog, and his catalog included the Beatles, Elvis Presley, as well as his music and the Jackson 5 credits.
Either way, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure, but I feel you.
The only reason I say it does matter is because if it's including the other artists, i.e., Michael Jackson and the Beatles, that's already worth 600 million by itself.
Well, it's only half. So if they 600 million means they evaluated at 1.2 billion.
Shout out to Jess. Hell no, they made his kids. You know and don't contest your Grammy, but I feel you. That's the white side of them kids. That's the white side of them kids.
Yeah,
but that's the white side.
But I'll say this, man. I shout out both of them in a way. So he's 22. He's the youngest of the bunch, and he's really trying to be on the business side.
And he's trying to stand on business. You can't be mad at a young man standing on business. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But we also need some clarity.
Yeah, whether he's right or wrong, I don't know. Well, but he's trying to do something, right? He's not just sitting on it. He's trying to do something. And he was with her.
He ain't just waiting on his daddy money. He's sitting there.
It's not like he was just like, nah, grandma, we want to get the money. He was with her like, yeah, let's fight this. But now
let's fight it.
He's taking some counsel and he doesn't believe they can win. So he's like, well, I don't want to put good money behind bad money. I don't believe we'll win. Right. So he's standing on that conviction. I ain't never gonna be mad at that.
I don't think they're gonna win either. I agree with him. And don't contest this with our capital.
Yeah. So, and shout out to Katherine Jackson for being 93 and sharp enough to still be in all these court battles and handling business for the family.
Rah, rah, Big CJ in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. For sure.
Shout out to grandma. So yeah, man.
Shout out to mom.
We'll see what
Keep
happens.
going
You know,
up.
they got the other litigation she got against the fake Michael Jackson production going on the road.
That's what
Taking
y'all
their
needed. That's the whole battle they need to be fighting right now. Not the money that just got dropped in. That's 600 mil in the bucket.
yeah, for sure. So at this point, you got the money. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Take the 600 million and make it do something.
Man, come on. Flip that.
Hey, what's your favorite Soldier Boy song?
You. Hey, man,
Okay.
crank that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's the only Soulja Boy song I know. So that got to be my favorite song.
Hopped up out the bed, turn my swag on.
I like that.
However it goes.
That was
Yeah.
fun. That's exactly how I go.
He had a moment. He had a very short moment where he was
Oh,
making
hey, man.
like
First off,
songs for the club.
shout out to Soulja, bro, because he was making all them beats. He was doing everything for his camp. People don't like Soulja is high key iconic for his generation and the kids that grew up with him. We can't take nothing away from him, but hey, you had the A in the chokehold.
Yeah. And
Crank
and
that.
he's the trendsetter for every trend. Yeah, every
Well,
trend that happens, he's the trendsetter.
he's the reason Nelly
Recently,
he the reason Nelly put the Band-Aid on his eye.
there you go.
Soulja did everything.
Recently, he said that they're trying to shut TikTok down because he made 30K in a day.
I thought he made 15K in a day, but
He
all
said
right,
30.
he said 30. All right, cool. And guess what, Soulja? After you made your money, you were the first one to announce that you was leaving IG for TikTok. And after that, it was quiet.
Yeah, but I'm glad he made that money because he's gonna need it. Because right now, the judge just ordered him to pay 10 million in damages to a former girlfriend who accused him of sexual battery.
Oh, Soulja Boy up in it, hoe beating ass to pay that hoe. Not you. Come on.
So now you're gonna have to pay. So it's 10 million, 5 million for pain and suffering, and then 5 million for emotional distress.
Hey man, get back on TikTok while it's cracking so you can pay them fees, Soulja.
Yeah. She claims that she claims that he beat her so bad that she had a miscarriage.
Ooh, that's deep.
She says they were in a relationship for 12 years, from 07 to 2019, on and off, and that she finally left the rapper because of the abuse. Through a spokesperson, he made a statement. He said that he would never put his hands on a woman. It's nonsense. However, he was also recently ordered to pay another ex-girlfriend a couple $100,000 after she accused him of assault and kidnapping.
Damn.
So this one, the other one was a Jane Doe. This one, her name is Kayla Myers. She got $1,800 for mental health expenses, and another $234,000 for physical and mental pain and suffering. So
now the Jane Doe, the Soulja, but the woman who's putting her name out here standing on business, it sounds like some Kel shit, Soulja. It ain't looking good, Ken.
Yeah, it's a pattern, but
definitely a pattern.
So Soulja Boy allegedly held a gun to her head and instructed an assistant to tie her up and shower her clean. She said that he would let her go if she performed oral sex on him, which she did. So this is all civil. The standard to get paid in civil court is way different, but to my knowledge, there's no criminal charges that were ever brought on any of this. But man, that sounds pretty terrible.
Yeah, showering her clean is crazy, and then demanding oral pleasure is wild. Like, bro, who are you? Are you the first rapper to hold a chick hostage and demand oral pleasure? Unfortunately, no.
And then while we're here with Soulja was also recently accused of being a deadbeat dad back on your birthday. Oh, shout out to my dog. My dog's birthday was on Sunday.
Hey, man, my dog's crossing day was on Sunday, man. Happy anniversary to the Qs of Clark Atlanta University, Bloody Beta Psi, man. The university will be remiss without having y'all there, man. The presence is loved, and shout out to the Qs, man, and all the bros that are part of that chapter, man. And definitely everybody that had a glorious day on the 17th, St. Patrick's Day responsibly, man. But thank you,
sir,
for the love.
So yeah, so and I was at the game, man, on Saturday, bro. Man, they cheated us so bad, bro. the D2 tournament, but it's cool. The boys fought
Hey
hard.
yo, on that note, man. First off, I forgot our coach name, which is a strange foul on my part right now. But shout out to Clark Atlanta University coach. He was named HBCU Coach of the Year, and
Yeah, for
that
sure.
that's something that should be attributed to. And also, shout out to the two HBCU teams that made it to the tournament for March Madness. Howard University, who got up right up out of there. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Maybe if it was Hampton, they would have won. But also, big shout out to Grambling State University, who won their first game ever in the
Let's go.
tournament, man.
Right.
Let's go. I was rooting for them boys crazy yesterday. We got a whole HBCU in this thing, man. They play Purdue coming up, and we hope
Yeah,
they
man.
beat the dog snot out.
So while we're talking about awards, Chris Martin, who's a warrior guard for Clark Atlanta, I was very impressed when I saw him play. But he was named the D2 National Player of the Year. He won the Pearl Monroe Award. So shout out to him.
Hey.
And the basketball coach actually went to Clark.
Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah, he was on the team
Alumnus.
the last time we made it to the tournament.
Alumnus for sure.
Yeah. So
To what tournament?
this is our second time in the last 10 or 12 years making it to the D2 tournament.
Okay.
And he was on the team, Alfred Jordan. He was on the team at that time.
Okay.
But yeah, so back to Soldier, man. He was accused of being a deadbeat dad. He denies any parental neglect or responsibility. A woman took to social media to say that they have a daughter together apparently, and he has failed to provide financial and physical support since she informed him of her pregnancy in January of last year. So
Yeah.
after learning of the video, Soldier Boy presented receipts indicating their child support case has been terminated, further adding, "That's not my baby." So I don't know, man. But Soldier Boy having money situations all the way around, man.
And it's crazy because Soldier just bought a building on Sunset out here, man. He bought a new studio. He's doing his thing. He's doing tours for the TMZ fan bus. Unfortunately, he's not the first rapper to be a deadbeat dad.
Yeah. Do you know who Nardo Wick is?
I absolutely know who Nardo Wick is.
So do you know about the situation that occurred where somebody in his entourage punched a fan?
No, but I can see that happening.
All right, man. Check this out.
Oh, yes, I do know about this situation. Yeah, I do. And he was crazy for this, man. It wasn't even the first punch. It was the crew afterwards because the security hit him, you know, and then the crew ran up and then Tadal the man. Unfortunately, this was a fan who was one of Nardo Wick's biggest fans, and he was coming to get a picture, you know. And to anybody in this walk of life that chooses a public life, when you're out in public, you are a public figure. People want to take pictures with you. This is something that happens. I don't know who gets into this rap industry or music or any type of walk of public life and thinks that you are now a private person.
So Nardo Wick, he apologized. He like, that ain't got nothing to do with me, man. Them dudes did that on their own.
It has
Yada,
everything
yada.
to do with him. And he did apologize, but it doesn't exclude him from this.
So one of the dudes is 15 and one is 34 years old. So the
15-year-old is the one that got hit, obviously.
No. The 15-year-old is the one with the flurry. The fan. There's two dudes. The first dude is a 34-year-old dude. The second guy was a 15-year-old fan.
The 15-year-old fan is who I'm referring to. Yeah.
The fan is not 15.
How old is the fan?
My bad. So there's two dudes that fought. The 34-year-old security guard, or whatever he was supposedly was, and then the 15-year-old that was with them was the
part
one
of the crew.
Threw the punches. The other dude is not a minor. I don't know how old he is, but his name's George Obergon Jr. And he was just trying to get a selfie.
Right.
And he ended up suffering a concussion from when his head hit the pavement. So I haven't heard anything about a lawsuit yet. But
nah, not yet.
But the 34-year-old, his name is Zachary Benton. He was out on cash bond for $2,000. He missed the court date on Monday, so they're revoking his bond. So what's the lesson here? Don't
Hey
lose
man,
your
if
freedom.
you don't lose your freedom in not responding.
Yeah, you just got to show up. If you got court dates, you got to show up. Don't lose your freedom over whatever the reason, man. Like, I don't know if his lawyer didn't show up. I don't know, but they came and got him. So, you know what I'm saying? If you have any charges, if you get sued, like, you got to respond. You got to be, you know what I'm saying, reacting to the situation. It's not gonna go away. Promise.
It's not.
You know
It's
what I'm
not.
saying?
Respond and show up, people.
Yeah, man.
Please. Please.
Another lesson: don't make threats on social media. Don't post things. So why do I say that? Because we got one of Malik homies, Ali homies, right here. We're gonna post them up.
What they do? Who is it? Let me know. I love when you do this because I always end up shocked. Oh, that is not my partner. First off, disclaimer, people. I do not know this man. It's not my friend. I've never spoken to him, not on any type of platform ever. I don't even really
So
fuck with Charleston White.
so
But
if
let's
you don't
go.
know that, okay, hold on. If you show up for court, don't hire ghetto security. That too. There's a lot of lessons that could be learned from Nardo Wick situation because he might lose some paper off of that as well. I would expect him to. So if you don't know, this is Charleston White. I think he's supposed to be a comedian / community activist.
Oh man, he ain't no damn community activist, but yeah,
But he all over the internet all the time. And if you know
that's
anything
what he
about him,
is.
he's a gun enthusiast, second
He's an
right
internet
illiterate kind of
troll.
guy. And then he openly admits that if you do anything, he will run and tell 12.
Yeah, no, he definitely is going. Yeah, the people that whooped his ass, he ran and tell that real quick.
So right now, here he is addressing Boosie.
Boosie, I'm gonna put your motherfucking ass in jail, nigga. I'm every bar.
Excuse the language. This is not language that we're using on the show.
Nah, we're
But
typically
this is
a
what
family
Charleston's
show.
saying right
You know
now,
what I'm saying? But, you know.
and this is how he talks. So here you go.
I'm a boy, you making threats to the promoter. I got a recorded phone conversation with witnesses on the phone saying the promoter is scared for his life, that he got to live in Baton Rouge, that Boosie go send them people to get you. He said he can't have the show because Boosie goes. I said, nigga, I just hired the police. The promoter scary ass nigga. Yeah, nigga, Boosie is a hoe. And I bet he don't want to get in that boxing ring. See, Boosie, you gonna try to send somebody, but you ain't gonna do nothing, bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna put your bitch ass in jail, nigga. I'm waiting for the FBI to send me the right kind of number, nigga, because I'm finna make a report on your motherfucking ass and people. And you make the man call your name specifically. The promoter specifically said your motherfucking name, Lil Boosie. He implemented you and implicated you. Bitch ass nigga, you finna go to jail. Back to jail. You gonna be on your knees, but them knees gonna be bleeding again. Diabetic freak.
All right.
Yeah, that was deep. You know, Charleston White, like I said, I don't see him as an activist. I don't see him as a comedian. I see him as Instagram's Shrek. That boy a troll, and that's what he do. He trolls. He's doing a great job at it, but that's what he do.
I agree with that. So his organization is called Helping Young People Excel, Hype.
Exactly. All hype, man.
So,
All hype.
but yeah, I don't agree with most of what he says or how he is.
I
Even
don't
when I
agree
do,
with none of what he really says,
even
nor his
even if I do
platform.
agree, I usually don't agree with the delivery. But I will say this: you got to be careful what you put out there on social media. Boosie is also another person who's online for a living, right?
You know, but
So
he also is known for something different, and he has a different type of living. Like we know Bootsy for being Bootsy and his records. First, we know him as an artist first, internet troll or presence second.
yeah, the one thing though about this though is like it seems like Charleston White just interjected himself into this because it was some promoter in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I thought he was booking him at first, and then I came to realize that he wasn't. And I was like, wait a minute, they're not even trying to book you.
Yeah, so
Oh, You
So
crazy,
Jeffrey
dog.
does bring up a good point. He should not be teaching anyone's children. He will get them hurt. That is very possible. Maybe he's not. Maybe he don't act
Facts.
like this. Maybe he don't act like this off camera too, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a totally different person off
I
camera.
wouldn't be surprised at all. You know, like
But
people don't know this internet, man, and then just Instagram has people's heads messed up. Like people really do portray a character for their online presence, and they're really a total different person in person.
yeah, so there's that. And Fonnie Willis, Miss Fanny, if you're nasty.
Danny.
So a judge ruled last week on Friday that either she or the special prosecutor Nathan Wade had to step down. Remember, they were accused of having an affair, and it was whatever. So what ended up happening is Wade stepped down like almost
Of
immediately.
course, he stepped down immediately. Duh.
Right? But on Monday, Trump and 7 other defendants filed an emergency appeal asking the judge in their case to allow for them to appeal now as opposed to waiting until after the trial. And the judge had the discretion to deny it, but he did not. So they're going to go straight to the appeal. And another one of the defendants also jumped into it, asking for them to overturn the decision. So what happens now is they have 10 days to ask the higher court to permit the appeal, and then the higher court has 45 days to decide whether they want to hear it. So it's basically at the least another delay, which is pretty much part of the strategy is because Trump's running for president right now.
Correct.
So if we could delay this long enough to
Man, we just trying to make it to November, baby.
Yeah, so that's the game plan right now. That's what they on right now.
Hold on that
nose. Side. And
November's
I'll say
very
this,
young.
I don't really care how you feel about Trump, Biden, or anybody. It doesn't matter. I will just say this. The people on Trump's team are willing to do whatever it takes to win. And I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that. You gotta, you know what? For all the flaws that he has, the way he moves is indicative of the person that it would be the president of the United States.
Yeah, look, it's up to them to try to win, and it's up to the other people to try to show why they're cheating, why what they're doing should not be allowed, to persuade the court or the jury or whoever that their side is not right.
Correct.
So I'm not mad at them for that. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Do I think he's a good person? I would probably say no, but I don't know him personally. But I mean, I'm not mad at them for how they're handling that.
Hey man, run your dribble, baby. Look, I ain't mad. Everybody else is the same thing. You know, he's showing the American people how to win in certain respects, man. Like it's wild. I don't agree with the tactics all the way, but hey, man, sometimes the fair play doesn't always get it done.
Agreed.
And he's showing you, as he said, literally. And Dave Chappelle reminded us, I know the system is rigged because I use it.
Yeah,
that's what Trump said.
So staying in the same building, we're going to talk about the Thug trial and what's going on there. It's a lot. So one of the defendants filed a motion because they believe that at the rate they're going right now. So this trial started 4 months ago. Yesterday was day 46.
Yeah.
So let that sink in. So like, let's just say every month you have 20 Monday to Fridays. We're 4 months in, so you should be at almost day 80.
Right.
They're at 46, and they're not in court today. They'll be back tomorrow around 12:30. So the state has over 400 witnesses that are listed on their witness list that they already cut from 700. I don't remember
crazy.
40 people testifying.
That's so far, crazy. A cut from 700 is crazy.
Yeah, so they say
am I the only one that feels like that?
Yeah, I mean, what you think? 700 a lot?
Yo, man.
40, they had 40 people already testify. Well, it doesn't even feel like it's been 40 people, but it's been apparently 40 people. So they got 360 more to go. Plus, you got like 8 defendants, and they all could call their own witnesses. So this is.
I heard the judges in Barbados.
Yeah, so this is gonna go on for a long time. So I believe his name is Young Yak, or man, what's this dude's name, man? But His real name is Diamante Kendrick, and his lawyer filed a motion asking for the a detailed explanation of what each of these people is going to testify about, and to make sure that the testimony is not just the same thing over and over, so that they're not causing undue delays and wasting time. So the judge hasn't ruled on this yet, but this lawyer believes that it's going to take well into 2027 to complete the trial at the rate they're going. And the same lawyer was successful with getting some of Diamante's Diamante thrown out. Like, there's video, I guess, probably of him confessing to something, but it was after he had asked for an attorney. So that's why it's so important. His name is Yak Gotti. I don't know Yak Gotti, but he had a 2015 interview where detectives improperly questioned him after he asked for a lawyer. So everybody has heard of the Miranda rights. Miranda rights come from I think a 1966 case. It's U.S. versus Miranda, where the police did not advise Miranda that he was, under arrest, and that the things he was saying would be used against him. So therefore, they came up with the Miranda rights that must be told to you before when you're being arrested. One of them is you have the right to an attorney. They have to tell you that. And if you say that you want to speak to an attorney, all questioning must cease right then. Like, they can't try to say, "Oh man, you sure you don't? Why you want to go get a lawyer?" That's gonna make it hard. Like anything you say after that, like, you could be like, "Yeah, I killed him," like and it'll probably get thrown out. You know what I'm saying? That statement, right? So, there was an interview where they were able to get that thrown out for Yak. So it's a lot, man.
I agree, man. It's wild.
Yeah. So the judge will end up eventually ruling on that. The most interesting witness the last week or so, we talked about a little bit last week. His name is Adrian Bean, and we got some clips. We're going to break down some of the clips from his testimony, just so y'all can see like what's going on in Atlanta, man. Atlanta is a different place. All right, so we're going to get started.
Me right now in 2024. That's what I remember. This is what I remember. All this going on right here on this, got me up on this stand, talking about this and that third, with all this extra stuff that's going on, Your Honor. Am I on trial, Your Honor?
Sir, you just have to answer the questions, unfortunately, at this point in time, okay? That's all I can tell you.
Am I on trial?
No, sir, you are not on trial. But you have been properly summoned here as a witness, and you're subject to examination until I release you.
I never consent to do none of this, sir. I ain't signed nothing. My name ain't on nothing. They come give me, y'all don't threaten to lock me up. Hey, I got a family too.
So we got that one.
I like him. This is my favorite person on the stand so far. Yeah. Am I on trial, y'all? He saw what Fanny did. He saw what Fanny did. And he must have saw what Fanny did.
He advocating for himself. So he's already been convicted for one of the things that he's kind of known for in his relation to the case. He was a getaway driver in a car that he allegedly told police Young Thug was one of the people in the car after committing a crime. But now he said he don't remember nothing. He already did his time. He you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a deal. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's not facing any charges. So he's up here kind of like,
he freelancing at this point.
But this is one of the prosecution's witnesses. One of the other things, he was told by one of the detectives that he would not have to testify, and supposedly gave this detective information. And now he's probably not happy to be here.
He's not. He said, "Man, they threatened to lock me up. I got a family too."
Hey, watch this one.
You just heard that you explained that you qualified it as the detectives and police. And I asked you the authorities, the police, the prosecutors, I just made it broad, that they forced Jeffrey Williams into it. Did you hear you say that?
Man, can I get the water or something? I'm so high right now, y'all. I'm about to go to sleep on y'all later. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
I'm dead.
I'm so high right now. I'm about to go to sleep on y'all.
Yo, man. First off, Atlanta is not a real place, dog.
Yeah, huh?
Bruh,
Forever,
what?
I love Atlanta. Yo, this
What?
is great, bro. This
Hey,
is great, bro. This is legendary. Yo, first off, right now, goddamn shot. I'm so mother high right now. I'm about to fall asleep on your ass.
hey, straight
Yo,
out the
man,
A.
straight out the A, buddy. You look, that boy zone, boy. Hold on, goddamn, fuck, sit down, fuck, down, shot.
Bruh,
Y'all got me in the thing. Hey, yo, favorite witness. So, man, look, damn, they
huh?
done closed Chantrails.
I'm so high
Damn,
right
shot.
now. Bruh, they did close Chantrell's, man. Oh, man. If you ain't never had a Chantrell's plate, bruh,
Play, you ain't shit. Hey, man, come on, man. Shout out to
moment.
Chantrails, man.
Miss
Come
moment.
on. You missed
Hey,
it.
bruh.
You missed it if you didn't have it. But guess what? Yeah, for real.
So
Shout
dirty in
out.
there, but so
Hey, man.
good.
Shout out to Waddy, man. You
Yeah.
know what it
Shout out
is.
to Chantrell, where's she at?
Hey, she collecting her. She good. Chantrell, she good. Hopefully. I don't know. I
Hey,
just I just want to believe that.
but wait, there's more.
Okay.
Due to the lack of uh, things that I was doing back in the days, I don't really have no knowledge of nothing. I put everything behind me from back then, and I just left everything. I've been kind of blacked out ever since then about everything that went on with me in my life back then.
Okay. And what things are you talking about, Mr. Dean?
I suffered from Molly. I don't know if y'all familiar with that.
You suffered from
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
I don't know if anybody in the courtroom is familiar with that, but I took a lot of drugs back in the day. Excuse me, y'all saying something?
I suffered from Molly. Bro, 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 bro. To say you suffered from a drug that you took is crazy to me. Favorite witness for all witnesses that have ever taken a stand in the history of
For
court.
anything, right? Yeah. Hey,
In the history of court.
bro was on one. I wish he didn't have a
Bro,
mask on, man. He need to get some fame for this.
nah, I'm glad he didn't have a mask. I'm glad he had the mask on because what he did was this, bro. Like, first off, this is a real dude in the A. All right. Number one, what he don't want to be known as is a snitch or anybody that's ever testified to anything. He
Well,
just
he
want to
not
go to his corner store.
because
He's
due to his
not snitching.
he left it in the past, man, due to his
Hey, he said, first off, he ain't give you no type of leverage or juice for anything. He said, man, look, man, man, look, I'm gone. Shut it down. Look, all the shit I done in my past, man, I left it in the past. I done suffered from Molly. Uh,
bro.
uh,
Watch
uh.
this, dog. Watch this, dog.
Everyone is familiar with that, but I took a lot of drugs back in the day. Excuse me, y'all saying something because I really don't understand what's going on. I don't remember. My head hurt. They keep asking me questions about this, keep asking me questions about that. About 2013, I don't remember.
No, you can't be excused at this point in time, Mr. B. You have to be, you're subject to examination. I
don't remember.
Who you just told the jury, the Honorable Judge Glanville, and all of us that you've been threatened to be locked up.
I didn't consent to come get on this stand to be a witness, first of all.
Who threatened you to lock you? Lock you up means go to
There
jail.
wasn't no threat. The subpoena go out. They say you don't show up, they're gonna lock you up. You go to jail or whatever, and all this little extra stuff like that right there. I ain't here to point fingers at nobody, say nothing like that. That ain't my job.
But you just said
It ain't for me to mention what nobody got going on in their life. I got my own problems.
who threatened you. You just told the jury that you've been
I
threatened.
done had all kind of threats, man. Y'all just explored my whole phone number on to the world. People calling my phone right now threatening me, texting my phone. I ain't had no sleep. I've been up all night since yesterday, 7 o'clock, from 7 o'clock yesterday to 6 o'clock this morning. Still getting calls. Still getting texts. That's my personal line y'all just gave out. On live to the public, to the whole wide world.
Bruh. Hey, he ain't been up since yesterday. I think he's still on Molly.
He high as shit. That nigga said, man, first off, look, my man came to court in a bubble vest. Anybody that goes to court in a bubble vest, bruh, you a wild dude. Hey, so everybody that's joining us, man, out here in the cyber, don't ever go to court in a bubble vest. Then my man said, man, I done been up since young. They still calling me. Y'all done put my number out there for the world.
Hey, bro, I'll say this too, man. The prosecution got 700 witnesses. I would like to think that you're gonna call like, at least you're gonna maybe sandwich it. Some of your best witnesses in the beginning, and then maybe you're gonna save like your you know what I'm saying, your big joker for the end, right? Maybe.
Nah, bro, we got spitball this whole thing. We just gonna
You
throw
got
darts to
300
it.
more witnesses, dog. that are worse than this, or even just like this. You're not about to win this trial,
Hey,
dog.
Thug is going free. Hey, look. I swear to God. I can't even catch my breath. The defense is, yeah. I swear to God, the prosecution is just looking at a big ass board throwing darts. Like, who we gonna call today? Boop. That nigga. Cool.
Bro.
Text him and tell him show up. And then he like, man, nah, y'all didn't threaten me. Y'all threatened me. But no, y'all didn't threaten me, man. You say on the paper
Yeah,
that y'all gonna lock me up.
Show them what you got. This is what they got. If this is what you got, dog.
Oh my God, bro, this is the best.
Watch this.
Yo.
Heard a recording of your conversation with the authorities, whomever, at the hospital on September 11th, 2013.
Hey, Your Honor, that's where I'm going to object, because again, assumes facts that are not in evidence.
It's on, it's what Mrs.
And Your Honor, I'm going to object because based on what Mr. Steele, the recording Mr. Steele provided me, that is not what is being said.
That is exactly what
it is not.
I'm a standing
said 14, 17. That's why I was letting them know I really don't know what's going on.
He did not say
Then the question is, it is the question. What I'm getting at is he spoke with the police before. I don't have anything from the district attorney's office. I have nothing. I'm asking the witness if he has heard anything, seen anything. That's my
Your Honor,
question.
he is assuming facts that are not in evidence.
I'm not assuming any fact.
I'm going to ask. I'll overrule that objection. You can ask him that. You can ask him that question.
Do you remember whether or not they...
Bruh, I'm starting to think that Judge Glanville might be a little sweet on Miss Love.
That ain't far-fetched.
He let her interrupt, bruh.
That ain't far-fetched.
He sustains all her objections. She just be talking over people. And I mean, everybody gotta try their case, man. But a lot of people, I think, would agree that her advocacy style leaves a lot to be desired when it comes to civility. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know, but look, his face is saying it all. How he look right now in this moment on freeze is exactly how he feels about this whole thing.
Bruh is hilarious.
Hey,
I think we got one more clip of with Adrian Bean. Hold up.
Started and stopped that recording while speaking to you.
Mr. Steele, you cannot comment. That is improper. Sir, that is improper. That is improper. You're not examining this witness at this point in time. Sir, please be quiet. Sit down. Sit down, sir. Do you have an objection, Mr.
Yes, assume facts not evidence. No good faith basis.
I'm gonna overrule the objection.
Mr. Williams, number 118, that's in front of you. If a person was going to climb the wall where the fence is down, where you ran through that fence.
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
I stand your question.
If
Objection calls for speculation.
I'm asking him a question.
Bruh said if. She said object. If.
objection calls for speculation.
Probably if.
Because if that's speculation. As soon as you said if, it's speculation. So that's a good lawyer on that side. I can't even be mad at what she's objecting at because as soon as you said if, that's speculation. You're leading into foresight of like what never happened. If this happened, if I was a criminal, I could be in jail. Speculation.
You could know though. There's a way. There are instances where you could know, but
where you could, but it's also speculation that you could know.
but that's why you got to let the question be
Hey,
asked
man.
before you object.
And not if the judge is sweet on you. Two things can be right at the same time.
Still, if invites speculation, so rephrase it.
Can you explain to the jury
Dog sleep.
how a person on September 11, 2013 would run towards the police car
Oh no, he dead at
to
sleep.
climb that wall where the fence is down with the police right there?
Judge, I'm going to object as to the form.
I stand the question.
Are you telling the jury that you see someone, Mr.
Bruh,
Williams, running
bruh,
and
he
climbing
is
the
knocked
wall
out.
where the barbed wire's down, right where the police are? Are you telling the jury that?
He didn't tell.
I sustain the question.
Is that what you're telling this jury?
Objection, Your Honor, he just said he doesn't
I
know.
sustain the question. Mr. Steele, let's move on.
All right.
So that's part of it, right? But bruh,
Your man's was dead ass knocked out.
yeah, these
He was
lawyers are not
gone.
getting along. Adrian Bean is hilarious, but these lawyers are not getting along. So that you thought that was bad, but they almost had a full blown out squabble. All right.
Let's see that. Adrian Bean was hilarious.
Yeah.
Your Honor, at some point,
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm talking,
Your
and
Honor,
I
at
don't know
some
why I
point,
am being interrupted. I will
ruling
not
needs
stop.
to be
Your Honor.
Look, look. See this?
Sorry, I was speaking.
both y'all can talk at the same time.
I know, I was
Under the
speaking, and I
state
expect
law,
to be
hold on, wait,
allowed to speak when I'm speaking.
Hey, both of you all need to just take it down a notch.
And so, Your Honor, if I may finish, because I was the one speaking before Mr. Weinstein interrupted.
But you continually engage in this pattern of behavior, Ms. Love. You don't want to accept my ruling.
Your Honor,
I know you're being an advocate, but at some point, stop. Just stop. I made my ruling. Good, bad, or indifferent to you. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some.
I do accept that
Okay,
fact.
no,
but
you
Judge, we
don't.
have
No,
not-
you don't.
Your Honor, we have just not been able to present the evidence. that
No,
the-
you don't. I
that the state
get it.
has to present.
I get it. And if you have an independent basis to introduce statements that may not, or that may be not subject to the fruit of the poisonous tree, or any other thing, or any other
Ooh.
issue related to evidence that may have flown out of this particular interview, then I'll hear it at that point in time.
When the court says independent basis, does the court mean outside of that video? Because we do have that.
Yeah, if you
You might win some, but you just lost one.
Hey,
All right.
yo, he wasn't having it. He
On the way
wasn't
to
having
court
it.
this morning. She must have pissed him off on the way to court this morning or something.
Yeah, for sure. And see, that's the reason that these people only have court twice a week. This is now you know why Judge Glanville ain't going up to. They not having it, bro. Why? Why subject myself to this 7 days or at least 5 days out of the week?
But basically, in this situation, it seems like she can tell that she's losing.
Yeah,
So instead of accepting that, she just wants to be louder.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Combative.
So
if it's not tied to the statement, of course you can introduce it. I mean, as long as you have some independent basis, right? If you didn't get it from his particular statement.
But Your Honor, that's the point that we have the witness here, that we brought the witness here and had him cancel medical appointments to testify to the court about. We brought the witness here.
I made a ruling. That has nothing to do with it. That's a red herring and you know it.
No, Your Honor, I was saying that we were ready to present evidence and the court is not allowing us to present the evidence. That's all that I'm saying. We have the burden of proof and we haven't even been able to present the evidence that we have. We only, for the sake of ease, allowed the court to introduce the statements that the defendant made as states 1 and 2 to help Mr. Weinstein play the portion that he wanted to talk about. We didn't even get a chance to play or to have the evidence that the state has ready for presentation to the court to be presented. We should be entitled to present the evidence so that the court actually has the circumstances and does not have speculation or conjecture as to what happened when the court, the Georgia Supreme Court has clearly said, just as clearly as an attorney being present is required before you consider the statement once he's invoked, the court has as clearly said, if he reinitiates, then that statement can be considered. It does not use them like maybe. It says, if this or that, then the statement can be considered, unless it should be suppressed for another reason. And that case, Paul Doe, is as recent as 4 years ago. And I'm not just doing this for the sake of engaging in a pattern of behavior, Your Honor. I am standing here emphatically asking that the court allow the state to present its evidence so that the court can make a ruling based on the evidence and not on the assertion by one party or the other as to what should or could be done. We have evidence that I believe that the state is entitled to present and the court is entitled to hear in the form of testimony. And I understand that Mr. Weinstein wants us to hurry it along and not hear Detective Thorpe because
So she
She's
went on
just,
and on.
yeah, she's on her soapbox for a long time, just trying to plead a case. She must be a Gemini. She don't like losing.
Hey, but look, man, this is how bad it's gotten. You know what I'm saying? The defense has gotten. This is gonna be the last clip.
It just felt like that just left everybody scratching their heads.
Yeah, but look, we got one last clip. This is where we at.
We ain't got no sound, King. No sound.
Thanks. No sound. I don't know, man. But basically, I missed it. But basically, he's asking the judge to recuse himself. He's saying that he's showing preferential treatment to the prosecution, and if they did the same thing, you know what I'm saying, where she accused Miss Loves accused Brian Steele, the defense lawyer, of not having produced something, and then on the backside, she's like, "Oh, my bad. He did present it." Would have handled it differently. So he's saying there obviously is a bias. We're asking for you to recuse yourself, and Judge Glanville quickly says, "Denied."
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, so he's not gonna recuse himself, but you know, that's where we are. So we at one of the best times I think of the show. What the Florida? We're gonna get to it real quick.
My favorite.
You know, last week was a little weak. I'm not gonna front. So I tried to
It's
find
okay,
something.
man. It's so much in Florida that happens all the time.
We'll let that sit there.
Wow.
Florida man shot his roommate 10 times over argument over cats. Police say that he yelled, "I'm going to kill you," while he shot his roommate. So a Florida man fired a barrage of gunfire towards his roommate during an argument over cats. So this is Lee County, which is I don't know where Lee County is, but it's not a major city. So
it doesn't seem like it.
59-year-old man Glenn White shot his female roommate 10 times, 7 in her lower extremity, twice in her ribs, and once in her finger. Police said they responded to the South Florida home on March 8th after reports of gunfire. According to the affidavit, when they arrived, they found the victim had been shot several times. So this is Glenn White. Authorities arrested White, and the victim was transported. Oh, so this is like near Fort Myers. I think Lee County might be Fort Myers. Okay. And then here's it is Fort Myers, because here's the arrest report right here. It says Fort Myers, and you know, it looks like you're gonna have a new roommate, Glenn.
Yeah, no Lewis. Don't you forget it.
Oh man, shout out to Glenn Lewis.
Don't you forget it, Glenn Myers. It's quiet. Hey,
Hey,
man.
I don't mess with cats either, but I don't know if that's
I
what you're
don't
saying
either,
right.
man. But I don't either. I'm a big dog person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Chapo and Tyson. But like, word.
Yeah, the victim wanted the cats outside, according to the arrest report right here. He wanted them on the inside. So
Oh, he's on the inside now,
yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to get shot over no cats either. Like, hey, bruh.
bruh. Shoot him in the ribs. Shoot her in the first off. You shot her 10 times, bro.
Hey,
10
Pop took-
times over
Pop took
cats,
5, he took 10.
bruh. There was a point in time when guns only held 6 shots.
Shout out to the victim, man. Hey,
Oh God, Shorty is soldier.
hey,
Bruh, who is she?
that's
Jason
the show,
Bourne?
man. We got to run. But
Yo.
please let us know if there's any stories that you want us to cover. If you have any questions about anything that we talked about today, if you have any personal legal issues, you know what I'm saying? It goes down in the DMs. Send us a DM. We don't want your legal matter to, be public information. Anything you tell me, even if I never represent you, is still covered by attorney-client privilege, and I can't tell nobody. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to say is safe here. If you got any music, if you want to break into the entertainment industry, holla at us, man. Ali got you.
Set it on. Let's go. Figure it out.
Those not even real palm trees. He on set right now.
Hey, man, shoot your shot, man. You miss every shot you never take.
Yeah, bro. So
Look, I can grab one of these right now.
Yeah, man. Any last words before we get out of here, bro?
Nah, man. Shout out to the HBCU. The one HBCU left an attorney, man. I'll be rooting for Gremlin. And other than that, you know what I'm saying? We up out of here. We'll see y'all next week, baby.
Holla at us.
Big love.